So this is a salt intrusion experiment. Here we have two solutions in what we call a dialysis membrane or dialysis tube. And they have fairly about the same amount of solution in them, but different solutions. The one to your right has a much stronger solution. The one to your left has a weaker solution. So we're going to try to use them to demonstrate how salt water from the ocean intrudes into surrounding land as a result of saltwater intrusion. Essentially, if you have less water in the environment, the pressure decreases. As that pressure decreases, salt water will take over because of positive pressure on the side of the salt water, moving further into the area that should have been occupied by fresh water originally. So again, the one to the right of the video is a much stronger solution. We hopefully will expect it to increase in amount over time, demonstrating the influx of salt water. And one to the left of your video will contains just regular water, which should not increase over time. All right, here we're putting them in water. Let's assume that the water we're putting them in is just the surrounding water or nearby water from the sea. So in about 15-20 minutes, we'll take them out and try to look at the volume in each tube, which will give us an indication of whether they've drawn water from their surroundings into the membrane or the tube. So this is the salt intrusion experiment after about half an hour to 40 minutes, I think. Now this one is the one that contained just bare water. You can see after incubating for some time, there's hardly any change in the amount of water present in this tubing. So I'd like to lay that out there for you to see. And then you look at the one that contained a strong solution, as I mentioned before, inside. You can see clearly it's full of water. Now that's a clear indication of what salt intrusion is, coming from the outside into the inside of this tube that contained a small amount of water before and comparatively now contains significantly higher amount of water. This is what happens in salt intrusion, as we'll talk about in class. You find out that once the pressure inside reduces, so to speak, for fresh water, you find out that from the surrounding area you're going to have a massive intrusion of water, salt water from the sea, entering the soil, and that eventually hits groundwater system. So here you can see that hardly any water entered in, but over here water pushed in from the outside into the tubing. Of course, we reversed the way we did this experiment to be able to demonstrate this. So in reality, what you'd want in your water system to be high pressure, so it pushes out the water from the sea. In this case, we use high pressure inside due to osmosis to draw water in, just to show how salt water will come from the sea into fresh groundwater supply systems.